Thank you all so much. Welcome to New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. Let's start with some songs, shall we? If you feel like standing, please do. If you're watching online, you can find the lyrics on our website. Thank you so much. I'd like to welcome all of you watching online on Facebook and YouTube. Please let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'll give you a shout out later on, and please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps the algorithm find more people to join our community. Troubles fade and my heart is strong. Love is leading me on. When my day feels like an empty cup, love is leading me on. I open up, let love fill me up. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Troubles fade and my heart is strong. Love is leading me on. I feel my sorrows and I know my fears. Love is leading me on. I know God's love is right in here. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Troubles fade and my heart is strong. Love is leading me on. When I worry what they'll think of me, love is leading me on. Spirit says they see what they need to see. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. is strong. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Troubles fade and my heart is strong. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on. Love is leading me on.
Woo! Good morning. Happy New Year. It's so good to see everybody. Welcome for those of you who are joining us online. Man, it feels good to be stepping into some New Year's energy, doesn't it? It's feeling good. So happy 2022, y'all. So good to be here with you. So this is a time in our service where we acknowledge that we are on the ancestral land of the Kalapuya people. We affirm indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. And if you are new here, please know that we are an inclusive, progressive, and compassionate community that is dedicated to spirit-led social action and helping make the world a better place. Please know that here, all people, all faiths are welcome here. And not only are you welcome, but we have mindfully and thoughtfully created a place just for you, exactly as you are on this day. So if you want to know more about who we are and what we're up to, there are welcome packets out front. And if you're joining us here online, you can always go to our website at newthoughtscsl.org. So as we enter into this New Year energy, I invite us just to take a deep breath together. Just relax, settle into this space as we move into a time of prayer and contemplation. So as we take another deep breath together, just allowing the out breath to let go of anything that we may still be holding on to from this past year. As we begin to enter into the energy of this new year, we feel into all of the ways in which we are being called to perhaps recognize something that is pulling us. This place within us that is continually seeking and preparing to grow, to expand, to discover. All that has perhaps been laying dormant within, we allow this energy of the new year to enlighten and enliven those places within us that are seeking to just come into a fuller expression. And we know that by doing so, by moving into this new energy, we are also more easily able to let go of anything that may still feel like a burden in any way. And so we allow our breath to lead us and guide us into a place of this knowing where this presence of the divine is felt and seen and heard and acknowledged and followed and acted upon right here and right now. This is not some far-off presence in the sky, but this truest truth, this voice of the divine right here, right where we are. And so we just tune in that today. We allow ourselves to be enfolded by this loving presence, and we too, in that same energy, enfold in this loving presence anyone who we feel like is needing prayer and love and support right now. And so we send our love to any of those people in our life that is just coming into our mind right now. I'm holding a special prayer for all of those families that have been impacted by the fires in Colorado. We just come into this space, this knowing, this presence, where that everlasting, enduring love of the divine is right here where we are. And so we just give thanks for this new year and this new energy. We give thanks for this time, for being together. We allow it to be, and so it is. Blessed be. So I invite us just to stay in this meditative space as we go into our time and period of meditation here together. It's allowing these words to be a guide for us as we tune into that place within us that knows and knows that it knows. We rest into that and just simply breathe and let be.
I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the love, wait upon the love. I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the love, wait upon the love. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life. And I will wait upon the love, wait upon the love. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place. And so it is.
Thank you, Faith. That was lovely. I'm so happy to introduce our featured artist. It's always great to have her back with us. Please give a warm welcome to Lo Steele.
I don't know why I do that to myself. Just trying to be cute. You're not going crazy. No. You are making sense of senseless time. shape you're in. You're not all alone now. Someone's thought about you twice today. Look how much you've grown now. Oh, finding comfort in your own space. So give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. You could learn piano, or you could watch The Office Season 2, Episode 3 for the 25th time. Either way is alright. Just give yourself grace.
Thank you, Low Steel and band. That was beautiful. That's an original song, right? Beautiful. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. It's so great to see all of your faces today. I know in the cold, cold weather, it felt like we were all hunkering down probably, so it's nice to get out, see some eyes, see some faces this morning. So it is my absolute honor to lead you all in a visioning practice today to help inform you about intentions for yourself, for this community, and for the world. So I just thank you all for showing up today in person and online for yourself and also for this community. So for those of you who have not done the practice of visioning before, I'm going to share just a little bit about what we're going to be doing. So visioning is the practice of opening ourselves up to that small, still voice within, that voice of spirit, of source, of God, of that which is known by many names. And oftentimes we refer to it as our intuition. It's our internal guide. And so I'm going to be leading you all this morning in a practice to open up to that voice within that is your wisdom, that is your all-knowing presence. And as we go into this process and I guide you through, whatever comes up for you, I want you to acknowledge all of it, whether it's colors, whether it's pictures, whether it's phrases or words. Don't discount any of it. Acknowledge all of it, welcome all of it in, and look at it all as valid information for you because our intuition speaks to us in many ways. And so as we go and embark on this journey together right now, I want you to hold that in mind as you're guided in love. So the first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing this practice for ourselves, our own personal intentions, our own personal vision. So if you brought paper and a journal with you today, I invite you to bring that out now and get a pen handy. And if you need a pen or paper, just wave and I can have someone come around and help you. We have practitioner Terry, there's a gentleman there that needs paper. And for those of you online, I invite you now to also get some paper and a pen handy so that you can join in this practice with us this morning. So before we write anything down, I want all of us together to just take a moment to turn our attention inward. And just noticing what's there, allowing all feelings, all sensations to be as they are. letting go of what came before and what you might have planned for later on, and just really dropping into this space here and now. And as we arrive here collectively together, and we open our hearts to the guidance of Source, the guidance of Spirit, the guidance of God, I want each of you to ask yourself, what is Spirit's highest vision for me this year? And just listen for all that wants to be revealed and jot down whatever comes to you. What is Spirit's highest vision for me this year? Just remembering that all is valid. What is Spirit's vision for me this year? Just finishing up any thoughts or any pictures if you're more inclined to drawing. And now taking a breath, letting that go. The next question that we'll open our hearts to is, what must I become to empower this vision? What must I become to empower this vision? Again, allowing all insights to be welcomed, to be valid. What must I become to empower the vision? Thank you, Brian. Just taking a moment to finish up your thoughts, or your pictures, or your colors. And on the inhale and the exhale, let that go. The next question that we are going to ask and listen intently for guidance is, what must be released in order to embrace the vision? What must be released? What must be released? And just finishing up any last thoughts, any last visions, any last pictures. And just taking a deep breath, letting that go, acknowledging whatever came up for you. And now we're going to shift our focus in this next question to what must be embraced? What must be embraced to cast this vision. What must be embraced? And now just taking a moment to jot down any last insights that want to come through. And when you feel ready, taking that breath, that conscious breath, to let that go. And for insights for ourself this year, the last question we're going to ask is there any other information that is needed in this moment? Is there any other information that is needed in this moment? Is there any information that is needed in this moment? Just finishing up your insights, your thoughts. And take a moment to just look over what you jotted down, just glance at it. And hold it in your heart, just affirming that this is the vision for you for 2022. And now I'm going to ask practitioner Terry and Rev Masando to hand out papers for visioning for our community. And for those of you online, you can just use whatever piece of paper you have. So this handout is for you to fill out and share with us your vision. So you can share with our ministry team your vision. And for those of you who are in person, when you're done filling it out, you can just leave it on your seat, and then we will collect them and share them at our next ministry team meeting, if you are so inclined to share your vision with us for our community. And for those of you online, you can email your vision for our community to office@newthoughtcsl.org. And we will also share your community vision at our next ministry meeting. So as people are walking around and getting the handouts that they need to do the vision for their community, this is a good time to just remind everybody that in this practice of visioning, as we're calling on the guidance of Spirit, of Source, of God, that all that comes through is important, is needed, and is valid. There's no right or wrong in the practice of visioning. So I'll let everybody take a moment to get settled. And again, let's take a deep breath, deep collective breath together as we embark on the practice of visioning for this community, for New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. So the first question is, what is Spirit's highest vision for our community, for New Thought Center for Spiritual Living? Just take a moment to take that in and jot down anything that comes to you. What is Spirit's highest vision for New Thought Center for spiritual living this year? Just take a moment to wrap up any last insights. And on your next breath, go ahead and just let that go. And now we're going to open our hearts to what our community must become in order to empower the vision. What must our community become in order to empower this vision? What must our community become to empower this vision? Take a moment to wrap up any last insights that want to come through. And take a nice deep breath, releasing. And again, opening our hearts now to what must be released. What must we as a community release in order to empower the vision? What must be released? Take a moment to jot down any insights around what must be released. And just taking a breath, letting that go. And now coming into this moment, opening our hearts to what must be embraced. What must we as a community embrace? What must be embraced? And again, just take a moment to jot down any last insights or to finish your thoughts, finish your drawing. And again, just taking that conscious breath to let that go. And opening our hearts now to the last question revolving around our community. Is there any other information that is needed in this moment? Is there anything other that wants to come through in this moment? And just taking a moment to jot down any last insights that are coming through for our community. And on your breath, just let that go. And now take a moment to look at the vision for our community, for New Thought Center for Spiritual Living for 2022. And take that in and hold it in your heart as your unique part in the vision of this community. And how important that is and how valid that is. And so again, if you feel like you'd like to share this with the ministry team, go ahead and leave those sheets that we handed out on your seat. We're still going to go through one more practice involving the world at large. And for those of you online, again, you can email your community vision to office@newthoughtcsl.org. We'd love to hear your unique vision for this community. And so let's just all take a breath as we vision for the world. Wow, it's been quite a feat the last couple of years, right? So let's just take a breath letting that go. I know Rev Masando did a beautiful prayer calling us into something new. So let's take a moment to really let go all that happened the past couple of years. It's really been a lot. And so on the exhale, just drop that out, let it go, breathe it out. And let's really open our bodies as we vision for the planet, for the world. Let's really open our bodies, open our minds, open our hearts to something brand new. It doesn't need to look how it looked 2 days ago. It doesn't need to look how it looked 2 seconds ago. So let's really, really call in what we want for 2022 for our world. So as we do that, as we make room for something fresh, for something wonderful, I ask, what is Spirit's highest vision for our world? What is Spirit's highest vision for our world? And just take a moment to jot down any insights. And on your next breath, let that go. And now opening our hearts to What must we become to empower the vision? What must humanity become to empower this vision? And just allowing any last insights, thoughts, visions, pictures to come through. And just taking a conscious breath, letting that go. And now opening our hearts to the ideas that want to be shared around what must be released. What must be released in order to cast this vision? What must be released? And just take a moment again to jot down your final thoughts. Taking a breath to let that go. And now asking, what must be embraced? What must we collectively embrace to empower this vision? What must be embraced? Let's take a moment to jot down your last insights. And when you feel ready, just take a conscious breath, letting that go. And dropping again into the present, opening our hearts, opening our minds, and asking one final question. Is there any other information that is needed in this moment for our world as we walk into 2022? Is there any other information needed in this moment? And just taking that last moment to jot down your final insights, allowing for whatever else wants to come through in this moment. And now just take a moment to look at your vision for the world for 2022. And as you're looking it over, I want you again to hold in your heart, hold in your body this vision. Affirm this vision. And take a moment to know that we can always create something new. And as you wrap up this practice, visioning for our world, I'm going to invite our practitioners to stand and come forward for our final blessing. And as I turn my attention to that space in my heart where it's so evident to me that there is one vibration, one love, one breath, one power, one presence that is always expressing as each and every one of us. And I know that that power is good. I know that that power is joy. And I know that that power is love. And so I know that as we call in this vision for ourselves, for our community, for our world, I know that we are divinely guided and divinely blessed in all that we do. I know that as we co-create with that presence that knows only goodness, I know that as we open our hearts to that presence, that we move into this year held in sacred unity, aware of our oneness. And this awareness will bring love, will bring joy, will bring peace to our experience. It is my absolute pleasure and with deep gratitude, deep gratitude, to affirm that this is the truth, to affirm that we are moving and having our being in love. And so in this knowing, I just surrender our time, releasing it into that beautiful presence that was guiding us, moving through our beings during this visioning for 2022. I release it, I bless it, I let it be, and so it is.
So thank you all. It's so amazing to take part in spiritual practice together. I know I needed to start looking forward in my life, not just for myself, but for the world, right? We've all been going through a lot. And I know for me, like when I sort of feel the breadth and depth and even the heaviness of it all, or the weight of it, I know something that really helps me is just to begin thinking about what can be. And I know that's true for me personally, and I know that's true for our world. And I know this community has taught me how to do that over and over again, has taught me to meet whatever I am experiencing in life, and to know that whatever is going on, I can always seek to create something new, to let go of that which doesn't serve me anymore, and to step into a life that is full and that is imbued with something greater than myself. And so that is what we're stepping into, and that's the energy we're stepping into. And I'm so grateful to be doing that together as well, that I'm not just doing it on my own, that we're doing it together. We're tuning in. For those of you tuning online, like we're all part of this great community together. And so that's the spirit in which that we step into this next part of our service together, into our conscious giving time, because we got to know that, as we give to this kind of community, we are giving to some place within ourselves, and we're also giving to the world. And that kind of circulation is so important for us human beings to take part in, to know that we're just stewards on the planet anyways, and so that we're giving to something greater than ourselves, and yet the truest part of ourselves as well. So as we take out our gifts today, I invite you to hold that gift over your heart, whether you're tuning in online and you're sending in a check, or you're texting to give, or you're giving here in service. I just invite you to take whatever gift you have and to hold it over your heart, and to allow it to be a symbol and an affirmation of all of these visions that came through here to you today, to all that is seeking to be more embraced and all that is seeking to be let go of. We just know that this symbol is an affirmation, and it's literally pouring energy into this new vision that is coming through for you. And so we give thanks in advance for all the blessings that come from this gift, and we say our conscious giving blessing here together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Once again, low steel.
It's a simple song, yeah. Yesterday, a man stepped to me. He said, "How can you smile when your world is crumbling down?" I said, "Here's my secret. When I wanna cry, I take a look around and I see that I'm getting by, and I hold on.
Hold on,
Change is coming.
change is coming.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Don't you worry.
worry about a thing.
Hold on.
Hold on,
You can make it.
you can make it.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Everything.
everything will be alright.
Some people like to worry. Some people like to hide. Some people like to run away from the pain inside. Now that's your business. Do whatever you want to do. But if it don't work out, here's what you ought to do. You ought to hold on.
Hold on,
Change is coming.
change is coming.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Don't you worry.
worry about a thing.
Hold on.
Hold on,
You can make it.
you can make it.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Don't you worry.
worry about a thing.
When the troubles of life weigh you down, just lift your head up. When the love you seek is hard to find, don't give up. Just keep strong, keep the faith, and hold on, hold on. Change is coming.
Change is coming.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Don't worry.
worry about a thing.
Hold on.
Hold on,
You can make it.
you can make it.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Everything.
everything will be alright.
La 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 Won't you hold on?
Hold on,
Change is coming.
change is coming.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Don't you worry.
worry about a thing.
Hold on.
Hold on,
You can make
you
it.
can make it.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Everything.
everything will be alright.
Hold on.
Hold on,
Change is coming.
change is coming.
Hold on. Don't you worry.
Worry about a thing.
Don't you worry. Hold on. Change is coming. Hold on.
Everything will be
So just a few announcements before we go today. Winter classes are coming, y'all. So we have a bunch of workshops and classes coming up, the first of which starts next week, January 10th, on Monday. It is Creating the Life You Want, which is a 3-week class being led by our senior minister, Reverend Shannon. So what a good time to take all the visioning that happened today and to get into a class and really put some more energy into that. So that starts on Mondays. It's both in person and online. Everything is hybrid now. So if you're tuning in online, or if you just don't want to drive and fight traffic to come in, just know that's coming up. We also have an Exploring Roots class coming up that's going to be taught by practitioner Shelley Walker. That's an accredited class that's required if you're thinking about becoming a practitioner. So if that's part of some seed in your mind that's going on for you, know that's one of the classes you'll need. So jump into that. It goes into a little bit of the history of New Thought, studying folks like Ralph Waldo Emerson and some of the biggest influences into our teaching. So that's it's one of my favorite classes to take. We also have an ongoing education class for our practitioners. We call them Master Practitioner classes. And we have a really amazing one, Trauma-Informed Care in Spiritual Guidance. And that's going to be taught by our own practitioner, Sarah. That's going to be happening on Sunday afternoons. And then finally, coming up in February, we have the 5 Principles of Transformation, also being led by our senior minister, Reverend Shannon, and that will be starting Monday nights, starting February 21st. So get yourself into a class. It's so amazing to come here on Sundays, but I got to tell you, when you want to get actual transformation happening in your life, get yourself into a class and just watch magic happen. So also wanted to let you all know as we close today, if you're wanting some extra prayer, if you're wanting to really infuse some of these intentions that came through today, we're going to have practitioners that are going to be out front here after service here who will be open just to hearing what you have to say and to hearing and to praying with you no matter what's going on. And so please take advantage of that and know that, that we'll also be praying for you throughout the week. Again, just infusing more energy into all of these intentions that are coming through. So now I'd like to invite practitioner Sarah up for our closing blessing.
Thank you, Rev Masando. So I want to first acknowledge all the people watching online from all over. We have people today watching from Colorado, all over Oregon, Mexico, Germany, Indiana, Nevada, California, and Florida. We are so glad that you joined us today. So for those of you who are here in the sanctuary, as you exit today, we just ask that you stand and exit from back to front. So please wait for the row behind you to entirely exit before you leave to avoid crowding in the halls. And lastly, I just invite everyone to stand and join me in our final benediction. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light until we meet again. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are loved.
Not release, not let go.